Hello. First of all, I'd like to apologize. For the past few weeks, we haven't been able to upload any video. Um, it's been issues beyond our control. It's been technical difficulties. I'm not sure what's going on. The video is going on YouTube, but we've been having issues transferring it to Facebook page. Um, but anyways, my apologies, and I hope everything is okay now, and I hope we can always come back online every week as promised. But notwithstanding, you can still always send me an email. You can still always give us a call. I will try and as much as possible to respond to all messages and emails. I know some emails and messages I haven't been responding to. Please do not send me a message hello. I don't have that time to start responding hello hi messages. Go straight to the point and I will respond to you. If I don't immediately, I will respond to you when I do have the time. Thank you. Today I'll be discussing about should you use a representative or should you use an immigration lawyer. Please note the emphasis on immigration lawyers. I have several people saying, "Oh, I have a friend who is a lawyer. Can my friend actually take over my case?" Yes, your friend as a lawyer can take over your case if he or she is actually a member in good standing in a Canadian provincial or territorial law society. And reason that clause is there because this is Canadian immigration. You just don't want to just take any lawyer. For example, the email I got is asking me if a Nigerian lawyer can represent with an immigration application. Of course, the lawyer does not practice in Canada, so the lawyer probably has no idea how the Canadian law works or how the immigration law works. And having said lawyers, I need everyone to understand that there's difference between a lawyer and an immigration lawyer. So be very careful. I'm not saying a lawyer cannot take your case, but I will advise you when you're trying to use a lawyer to please use an immigration lawyer or use an immigration consultant. Consultants are a lot cheaper. Reason being that because they are not lawyers, they're just consultants, so they focus mainly on immigration consultation. But that doesn't mean that you can get a cheaper lawyer too. You can get a cheaper lawyer too if you do your research very well. A consultant and an immigration lawyer. I suggest you use them if you don't have a clue about immigration, and I'll tell you why. I'm an immigration consultant. I'm a licensed immigration. I won't say like I'm a regulated immigration consultant. I'm under the ICCRC board. I'm a member in good standing with the ICCRC board. But I will tell you the reason why I suggest you always use a consultant or an immigration lawyer. If you do not know how the process works, that's the clause I'm putting. The reason being that remember, before a doctor can treat you, a doctor has gone through extensive training. Same thing applies to immigration consultants and immigration lawyers. We have gone through the program. We have gone through a series of exams. We have CDP hours we have to take on a yearly basis to actually to keep us in track on what is going on in the immigration world. And I will also tell you, we don't only just put forms together or we don't just write submissions. There are a lot of things we do behind. So, as a consultant, I can represent somebody in the IRB, which is the Immigration Refugee Board. So, in case you have a hearing, you don't have you need somebody to represent you. You can always call on a consultant, or you can always call on a lawyer. You might want to represent yourself, but it's advisable. We have a constitution that we can quote laws from. I'm not sure if individual have access to it, but I don't think that should be an issue. You should be able to order it online if you want to. You can quote it yourself if you think you have the time to read the whole book. We call it our immigration Bible. But if you have the time, you can do that yourself. Like I had said earlier on, I'll give you a couple of reasons why I think you should use an immigration consultant. One, it will save you time. We know exactly what to do. We know the right page to open to. We know the updated from. A lot of us are in other organizations that help us. That we do meet and we do discuss. A lot of us actually partners with people, and most of us we focus on specific areas. We have consultants that are specifically working on express entry. We have consultants that are specifically working on study permits or temporary resident visa as a whole. The truth is, there is no lawyer, no immigration consultant that actually knows what they are doing that can guarantee you 100% approval. No, we don't. We can't. We can only do our best. The truth is, we know that they cannot deny you based on some things. We know that when they deny you is something we can contest for. But we cannot guarantee. Actually, we do not guarantee visa. A lot of people have called me. Oh, I submitted my application. I'm waiting for my visa. Can you pull out my application? I don't have access to it. Once I submit it, I always have to wait. I can write on your behalf and request what is going on, but I just don't have the power to just say, okay, I can give you visa. No, it's beyond my jurisdiction. On that note as well, I have a lot of people who tell me that, oh, there's a clause they do not understand when filling the application. This is a little bit of diversion, but I'll just quickly deal with it. When you're being asked, have you been denied visa before? Please, this question is, have you been denied visa anywhere in the world? Have you been denied visa before? It's a simple yes or no. If you've been denied visa before, that does not mean you will not get another visa. The sad thing you don't know is the world is a small place. They have access to anywhere they want to have access to. So you lying that you've not been denied visa before, it's right in the front of the officer's face. He or she can see it. So a lot of people have been banned based on misrepresentation, that is lying, for 5 years. And now I get a call, oh, I've been banned. Is there anything you can do about it? I can't do anything about it. Unfortunately, do not lie. Just because you don't have travel history or you've been denied visa before does not mean anything cannot be done, or does not mean your application will be denied. They have specific requirements. If you do meet those requirements, there is no basis you should be denied visa. For example, you don't have a tie to Nigeria. Obviously, you will be denied visa, because that means if you find something better in Canada, then how do you want to come back to your home country if you do not have a tie to your home country? It's simple. Or if you do have a strong tie to Canada and you do not have a tie to your home country, if the officer is looking at your application, the first thing that comes to the mind of the officer is, okay, all the family is in Canada and now he or she is going to Canada without a tie to the home country. That is basic denial. But that doesn't mean it cannot be appealed. That doesn't mean you cannot reapply. That doesn't mean you can actually be granted visa. Your visa cannot be granted. You can still be granted a visa if you can prove that you have a tie to home country. Unfortunately, it is one of the major requirements. There's nothing anybody can do about it. Back to my point, why you should actually hire a representative, a consultant, or an immigration lawyer. Note my emphasis, immigration lawyer. Immigration lawyers actually have gone through extensive training based on immigration situation or immigration courses, and they know more about immigration. I'm not saying lawyers do not know. Of course they do know, but I will suggest, if your case is a bit complicated, use an immigration lawyer rather than a regular lawyer. Also, an immigration lawyer in good standing, they know exactly what to do, they know the right form to do, they know how to write the submission. A submission is what is the letter you write in explaining your situation. So when you use a lawyer or use an immigration consultant, they know exactly how to put the word, they know how to highlight things, they know how to put words together, they know the exact documents you need to put application together. Anyways, on that note, that's the short video for this week. Do you need an immigration consultant or do you need an immigration lawyer? Everything an immigration lawyer is going to do for you or an immigration consultant is going to do for you, you can do it yourself if you know what you're doing. Yes, sometimes you might need a guidelines, and there are some consultants that give free consultations that you can always call sometimes. And if they do have the time, I'm sure a lot of them are willing to sit down and talk with you and tell you how to go about it. But if they don't have the time, most information you can get on the website too. It's easy. Yes, we as consultants, we're there to help you. There are some cases there's nothing you can do. You don't need a consultant to put you through anyways. And when a consultant charge you, they charge you for their time. They charge you for what they're going to do for you. Some people come in, why are you so expensive? I'm sorry, I'm expensive because I'm putting all my effort into your application. I don't bargain my prices just because it takes time, and that's how we do make our money as well. But anyways, like I have said, you can always send us an email, info@moreimmigrationsolutions.com. You can always give us a call, 780-669-1598. You can send us a Facebook message. We'll try to respond as soon as you can. But remember, I do not respond to hello hi messages. Send me a detailed message and I will respond to you. I hope I'm able to answer your question on do you really need an immigration consultant or an immigration lawyer. And another thing I'm going to make emphasis on, if you decide to get someone to represent you, please get the right people. Please don't try and save cost and jeopardize your life. I have so many people who tell me there are a lot of travel agencies now that actually do immigration consultation jobs. Please, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I've seen so many applications. I just tell you right there, I can't take it because the case is already complex already. A travel agent that doesn't know what he or she is doing has asked you to change your date of birth, has asked you to change your marriage certificate, has asked you to change your so many fraud things that they ask you to change, and now it's very complex to actually present your case to an immigration officer. So if you're going to use one, use a legitimate one, use the right one. Ask them for their numbers, ask them for the genuinity. Don't be intimidated. A representative that is in good standing or an immigration lawyer that's in good standing will be bold enough to tell you who they are representing. They will be able to tell you how genuine they are. Anyways, like I've said, I hope I'm able to answer your question on if you do need one or not. No, you don't need an immigration lawyer, an immigration consultant. If you know what you're doing, there are so many groups or groups and Facebook. By the way, let me warn you on Facebook post and Facebook group. I'm part of so many of the Express Entry poll groups, but I'll tell you, I read some comments and I can tell you for sure a lot of them are lying. A lot of them are lying. So if they are telling you the truth, tell them to bring out the proof. Have a private chat with them. I read one last week and it's just baffling because the information they're providing there is just wrong. But anyways, ask questions. Anybody that's telling you the truth will not be afraid to show you proof. That's my philosophy and it always works. If you're telling me the truth, then show me the proof. I wish everybody success. Feel free to ask me questions. Trust me, I will answer your question if I do have the time. A lot of you know that I am busy. A lot of you know that I tend to attend to your needs as much as I get the time, but I'm extremely busy. Keep sending your message. I think I am up to date up to eligibility test. I have responded to a lot of emails. I have called a lot of you. I might be putting a hold on the eligibility test for a little while because I'll be focusing on something else. But even if I don't, I have people that will work and get back to you. I wish everyone success. I'm here to help you. My joy, my goal is to bring genuine people and qualified people into Canada as much as I can, and I will help you if I can. I wish everybody the best, and I will see you again next week. Have a great weekend.